Hey everybody, welcome to another Drew in the Moment vlog inside of my home and my kitchen. Here today to make one of my all-time favorite Disney treats. Definitely my favorite from Hollywood Studios over at Epic Eats if you've ever had it. The strawberry and vanilla ice cream funnel cake. It blows my mind every time. It's like refreshing and sugary and really worth the money too. It's not too badly priced for what it is. So, but we're gonna make that today. Hopefully I don't screw it up, and hopefully if you're trying it too with this video, hopefully you don't screw it up either. So let's get to getting into these ingredients. Let's check them out. All right, and what you need for the sauce, you need a tablespoon of lemon or lime juice, 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, a quart or a half a pound roughly of strawberries quartered, and as much ice cream as you want. So for the funnel cake, you need 2 cups of milk, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, and then some powdered sugar to sprinkle on top to make the magic happen. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to get the strawberry sauce going, because that will take the longest roughly, and that will consist of the strawberries, the lemon/lime juice, whatever you're using, and the sugar, and we're going to put that in a pot on the stove, and I'll show you how we do that. Alright, it's not that complicated, but I'll show you anyway. So you're going to put the strawberries in here. I just do it in this order, it really doesn't matter. Sugar and the lemon/lime juice, whatever you're using, like I've already said. And then what we're going to do, we're going to turn that on medium. Have it about a medium, and we're going to leave this. It's going to take probably about a half an hour, because we're basically trying to break down some of the juices in the fruit to mix with the sugar and the lime juice. Like I said, take about a half an hour, but we're going to check it in probably about 15 minutes and give it a little stir. So I'll show you that when we come back to that. But let's get mixing the funnel cake stuff. The first thing we're going to add is we're going to put in some eggs, the 2 eggs, break them up, mix them up a bit. Usually do this just so the eggs are kind of already mixed. If not, they don't get mixed as well when you're making stuff like this. So we got that. Then we add the teaspoon of vanilla. And then we will add the 2 cups of milk. And I'll add that, you know, as I'm mixing it. So now that we have the wet ingredients all mixed up, we're going to put all of our dry stuff together and mix that as well. All right, so the first thing we're going to add the 2 cups of flour, followed by the salt. Then we have the 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. And I try to not just put it in one spot, I try to get it all over the place. Just makes it easier when you're mixing. And the 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. Can't go wrong with sugar. And then we just mix these up. And mix it up really well, because you do not want to have pockets of baking powder, because it will make your funnel cake taste disgusting. So now that we have our flour and the liquid mixture, I haven't mixed them together yet. I usually wait till about 5 minutes before I'm going to fry. But speaking of the frying, I'm going to plug in my fryer and get that up to about 350 degrees. If you do not have a fryer, you can use like a deeper pan, fill it with oil. I always say this, I'm a dad. Be careful if you do that, because oil is very dangerous. You got to be very cautious with it. Even with this thing, you got to be cautious. So, but I'm going to plug that thing in and get it piping hot. So this is what it looks like after about 10 to 12 minutes. And I just give it a light stir. Don't mush it up too much, because you do want to keep a lot of the strawberries intact. You don't want to mush them up. But see how you're getting the juice out of there. Getting the nice juice. And do not use frozen strawberries because there's a lot of water and liquid in the frozen strawberries. I always use fresh. And plus fresh is just always better to me. So it's been about a half an hour, 25 minutes to a half an hour. And pretty much what you're looking for, you want, you know, it to go down. It's reducing. You want it to go down about halfway. We got a little bit of our syrupy stuff. And just so you know, it will thicken after you take it off the heat, and you can also put it in the refrigerator for a little while and it'll thicken up even more. So we're going to do that right now. Just take it off the heat and let it cool down. So the oil is almost ready to go now, pretty close to it. So I'm going to start mixing up the wet stuff into the dry stuff, and I'll do a little bit at a time, you know, while I'm mixing. You don't want to do it all at once. So now that we have this mixed up, it's you know, a little liquidy, but we're gonna let it set for about 5 minutes, kind of like you do with a pancake. Just let it stiffen up a little bit, and then we'll get this thing frying. Okay, so now that we have our batter ready, I don't have a funnel. I don't use funnels, just I don't have any funnels. We're gonna use another piping bag. Use a piping bag. Whoops. And I find a trick is to take the piping bag and put it over a cup. Again, a cup. It'll make it less messy for you. And do not cut the tip yet. I've done that before, not thinking, and pulled it out and it went everywhere. So we'll just load this thing up right now. And I do not go all the way to the top, just before the top. And this is just to show you how to tie it up so it doesn't come out the top. You take a plastic wrap, do it kind of like a little string or rope, whatever you want to call it. Take it like this, wrap it around like so, and tie it. And there you go. So you don't have to worry about it coming out the top and all over your hands. And when we get ready to fry this, we're going to snip the tip and then pour it in. All right, so our hot oil is ready to go. And I'm going to snip the tip here. I'm going to snip about that much off. Make sure you hold it up when you cut it. All right, so here we go. We try to go not too fast, not too slow. Try to connect them together so it makes one piece. Be careful you don't get steam burns. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So this is what it should look like after you're done. And then we will drain all the oil off on a paper towel. So here we are. We're at the end of this wonderful journey of funnel cake making. So now we will add some of the powdered sugar. We're going to add some ice cream, of course. Yeah, let's just add a whole bunch of ice cream. I don't even care. I'll work out later. All right. And last but not least, strawberry sauce. Oh, it just looks so good. And that's all there is to it, guys. Bam. So we did it. It was a journey, but we did it. And now I get to reap the benefits. See if I did it okay or if I made it taste disgusting. I don't know. I doubt it though, because it looks really good. Mmm. I feel like I'm at Hollywood Studios right now. That's so good. Well, thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate every subscriber I get. Yeah, and I hope you guys keep watching and enjoying the videos. I have fun making them. They're cool, you know, and I like to bake, so it's kind of a good combo. But all right, well, I gotta take off. But until we see you next time, remember, there's only one way to live. It's in the moment.